So I got a few requests for a sneaker collection video, and here it is. So a little background about me. I have two brothers, so I grew up knowing about sneakers, but I never really purchased sneakers up until I would say 2018. I'm a fashion girl. I love clothes, I love shoes, but streetwear wasn't always my thing. I got introduced to sneakers, then the pandemic hit, and now I have a sneaker collection. Sneakers, similar to handbags and other luxury items, are limited release. Most of these you can only get for resale. I will put the links to everything in the description. You might have to get them on StockX. There are a handful that you'll find on the Nike or like Foot Locker website. If possible, I will try to put some information about the sneaker on the screen. Let's get started. So before I get started on the actual sneakers, I want to talk about the sneakers that I probably wear every day, and those are my workout sneakers. A lot of people ask me, do I work out in Nikes? I do not work out in Nikes. I used to, like when I was in early 20s, but now I currently only wear Brooks Adrenaline GTSs. I used to run like 30 plus miles a week, run almost every day. I don't do that no more. I still use these to work out. I may try a different shoe, but I got all kinds of colors. What are these? Lime green cheetah print? I don't know what they're called. So my favorite one are these ebony black on blacks. I probably have 2 to 3 pairs of these at home, 2 pairs at my sister's house. I always buy these. I always have like 1 or 2 fun pairs, the black on black, and then I just get another color. Right now, currently I have 5 pair of Brooks Adrenaline GTSs in this wall. I've tried other ones. I've tried the Brooks Ghost. I like these the best. It is what it is. I see a lot of people working out in their like Nike or Adidas or whatever. That doesn't work for me. As a runner, I'm going to wear these. So Nike Dunks are probably the newest addition to my sneaker collection. These are the Golden Gals. I believe the Golden Gal collection had 3 different types of shoes. I got 2 of the 3. These were my first pair. What I liked about these was these are such a neutral shoe. They look like basically a black and white shoe, but they have a little bit more sparkle pizzazz. I'm not a big silver person, but I do like this silver glitter. I like the gold laces. It also comes with silver laces. I wear these shoes with a ton of things. I feel like you can wear them with anything you wear black and white with. I have a couple of pictures of myself wearing them with like a red suit. I love it. So the reason I got these, I was really loving the Panda Dunks. They kept on selling out. The resale market, I wasn't willing to pay the price. So these came out, they were easy. I wore them a few times. I love them. After I got these, I was like, okay, I understand why people like Dunks. I could buy another pair. If you're familiar with Nike shoes and Jordans, you'll notice that Nike Dunks and the Nike Air Jordan Lows look very similar. They were created by Nike so they could have a shoe that was similar that wasn't by the Jordan brand. It is what it is. I will say I am more of a Jordan person. Let me know in the comments if you have a preference on Nike Dunk Lows or Dunks. So my next pair of shoes were the Panda Dunk Lows. If you have eyes, you've seen somebody wearing these. These are the most resold shoes on StockX. I feel like almost everybody has them. Even people who don't like sneakers have the Panda Dunks. I feel like they're really polarizing. I think the reason they're so popular though is they're the easiest sneaker to wear. They pretty much go with everything. I feel like you can wear these with jeans and any color shirt. You're good to go. I like to wear them with like solid color sweatsuits. I also like them with like bright colors. Like I said, I've worn them with red, with pinks. I love it. It's a nice counterbalance. I feel like most good outfits look good with 3 colors, and this sneaker helps you get that 3rd color either way. But this shoe acts like a white shoe, it acts like a black shoe. Either you love them or you hate them. I was super thirsty. I probably spent the better part of 2022 trying to get these shoes retailed. I almost bought them for resale on StockX, but I'm glad I didn't because finally, the men's always would sell out. I finally got a woman's shoe for retail. The price had gone up a little bit, but at least it wasn't like $150, $180 that I was seeing on StockX. I've worn them like once or twice. I will say, the Dunks aren't as comfortable as I thought they were gonna be, but that's another story. Let me know in the comments if you have a pair of Dunks or you've seen people wearing them. So my 3rd pair of Dunks are these University Red pair. Now, if you've seen my other video, there was a little bit of a controversy about these. So I got these on StockX. The other 2 pair of Dunks I got from Nike. And I'll say there's a few discrepancies in terms of like size, like the actual size of the shoe, the placement of a few things. The stitching on the midsole was a little bit different. I bought these resale. Buying anything resale, you're always fearful of it being fake. You always want to try to authenticate. I have another video where I go to the sneaker store Stadium Goods and just take a look at these shoes to see if their discrepancies match up with discrepancies of my shoe. Basically they did. The only thing about my shoe and this shoe that I felt like was different was the midsole stitching on the shoe at the store looked more like this shoe than mine. But other than that, I was like, okay, this shoe is legit. I like these shoes. So I've seen a lot of my favorite fashion influencers who do not wear sneakers wearing this, and I was like, oh, okay, this is a really, really cool colorway. I was late to the dunk game. So it's only been a year of me wearing dunks. I feel like during the pandemic, the Panda dunks just took off. And I feel like all my favorite influencers were either wearing Panda dunks or like these colored dunks or even the blue ones. It's a vibe. These are coming back out next year, allegedly. If these are reissued, I will probably try to get them from Nike and maybe resell these because I don't know. We got a little bit of beef. So I don't foresee myself buying any more of these like really simple colorways. I do see myself buying colorways that are a little bit more complicated. There's a Ben & Jerry's Chunky Dunky Dunk I'm in love with. Of course, every shoe that I'm really, really in love with is over $1,000 resale. So yeah, unless there's a color that comes out that just wows me, I don't think I'm gonna buy another one. In terms of colorways, if you've seen any of my other videos, I love certain colors. I love leopard, I love red. Everybody has colors that look good on them, and whether it be on your feet, on your bag, on your clothing, it makes sense to buy. So I only have one pair of Nike Dunk Highs, and these are actually a collaboration by the brand Ambush. So the reason I like these is definitely this elongated Nike swoosh. Love it. So I will say the color of this, it looks very Valentino pink. It's more like a purpley fuchsia. And so I would say this color is not as wearable as maybe a traditional fuchsia, but I do love the shoe. I usually wear it with like black and white or other solid colors that go well with it. So there's another colorway of this shoe. There's like a black, white, and blue that I like. Of course, there was a rumor that they were gonna do the Chicago colorway, which is the red, white, and black. Loving it. If I could get my hands on one of those colorways, I would. I like dunks. I'm not super thirsty for another pair. The only other pair I'd probably get is maybe if they come out with a Chicago colorway. But other than that, I'm not really tripping about a dunk right now. So the next type of Nikes in my collection are Nike Air Maxes. I love the Nike Air Max. It's a super, super comfortable shoe. You know, there's so many different models of the Nike Air Max. I actually have a video that I can link about the Nike Air Max. My collection has changed a little bit. So in terms of like just a shoe to kick around town, wear every day, I prefer the Nike Air Max over like, let's say a dunk. Nike Dunks to me don't have that air bubble, so I just feel like they're not as comfortable. So I've worn Dunks to go shopping all day. My feet were like, where are the Air Maxes? In terms of the Nike Air Maxes that I do have, the first Nike Air Max model that I have is the Nike Air Max 1. These are the Nike Air Max 1 Atmos Animal Pack 2. I guess there was a previous Animal Pack. So if you've watched any of my other videos, you know I'm a leopard lover. These shoes are very in line with my aesthetic. You know, leopard to me is a neutral. This is a colorway that is so, so wearable because I can wear it similar to a black shoe. Also, the thing about this shoe is there's so many different colors. You can pick out other colors from this shoe and kind of add that to your outfit. Like this red, of course, you can wear. It has this green in the back that is super wearable. Before I bought these pairs, I'll say I wasn't the biggest Air Max 1 fan. I had a couple pairs that I wanted, but I was like, whatever. It was more about the aesthetic of the shoe. Now that I have these pairs, I really, really like the Air Max 1 in terms of comfort. 2 thumbs up. But this shoe is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous girl. This is actually a men's shoe. I've seen a couple men wear it, but I wear it better. I'm just saying. So love this shoe. It has all the animals. It has like this like light green air bubble. I recently purchased a pair of Air Max 1s that like were a tan brown, so I could stop wearing these so much, but the color was wrong, so I returned them. There's a couple of other Air Max 1s that I really, really want, but right now these are my favorite. So with Dunks, it seems like really, really simple shoes. With Air Maxes, I seem to like really, really complex colorway. Like I like these, but there's also a shoe called the Paras that came out in 2018 that I'm super, super in love with. There's also an Atmos Elephant. Love it. Of course, it's super expensive. So the next Air Max that I probably have loved for the longest are the Nike Air Max 90s. These are the LX 90s Dancefloor. And I would say these are my most worn sneakers because they go with everything. Of course they have leopard, which I love. There's a lot of little black details to it, so I feel like it goes really well with black. The leopard, this goes well with like I have a teddy bear coat, I have a tan trench coat, works with that. It has denim, pink, It has all the colors. I've loved this fluorescent green, fluorescent yellow color. If you've seen in my other videos, I have like a bag that's very similar to this that I wear. Nike Air Max 90s have the air bubble, so they're super, super comfortable. These are a women's exclusive shoe. So in the sneaker community, sometimes people get two, like one to wear and one to put on ice, because sneakers are such limited release that if you don't buy two, and something happens to one pair, you might never get the shoe again. I'm not one to really double up. Like if I were to double up on any pair of shoes, it'd probably be this one, because this one just gets so much wear. I protect these with my life. I have a couple of other pairs of Air Max 90. I have this pair that I think is a little bit similar to that. It definitely has that leopard print on it. But I think what I liked about this one is it has some reds, so I could wear it with things that are slightly different than this, which is a little bit more pink and fluorescent. This one is a little bit more, it has reds, purples, curries. So what I like about both of these shoes is I feel like they bring something different to the table in terms of like colorway. They are kind of similar, but they're different. And I think that's what I like about them. I used to have like a green camel pair that I sold just because I felt like the green camel pair and these I wore them in very similar occasions. I think the green camel pair were just a little bit more limited. These are endless variety. If one thing's consistent about me, I like Nike Air Maxes with a little bit of leopard print, cheetah print, whatever animal this is. This has a little bit of zebra. At first I wasn't sure about this because it has like a gray color, but this red won me over. Y'all know I like this red. I recently bought like a black jacket I'd like to wear, and so this would be nice if I want like a little pop on the bottom when I'm wearing just like all black everything up top, and I don't want to wear like my regular shoes. I feel like my 90s Dancefloor need some help. They get worn too much, so I have these and the other pair. I feel like I'm gonna wear these probably a little bit more. These are definitely more, I would say, for winter. I can definitely wear them in spring, but I feel like the other ones have those brighter primary colors I think would look better in the spring and summer. But that's just me. So those are my Nike Air Max. Let me know which one is your favorite. So next up is the Air Max 95. Now, I have these Kim Jones edition. I never buy shoes with an orange colorway. Orange is my least favorite color. These also came in like a fluorescent green, which I should have got, but I was like, oh, I have so many fluorescent green shoes. Let me buy the orange. I bought the orange. I have not wear these at all. So these are super, super cute though. I'm trying to sell them and buy the fluorescent green pair. I know. Nike Air Max 95s are super, super comfortable. I had the traditional fluorescent green pair. I sold those. I got into sneakers in 2018. I have bought and sold a bunch of sneakers. I've made a bunch of mistakes on sneakers that I feel like I've sold probably prematurely. Those I feel like I probably sold prematurely because what I'm realizing is they were an OG colorway, meaning when the shoe first came out, it came out in that green and gray colorway. It's very hard to get OG colorways now because, you know, Nike makes so many. If you can get an OG colorway for retail, you pretty much should keep it. Like I said, I'm trying to sell them because I have not worn them. I've had them for like 2 years. Maybe I'll get into orange. I have one thing that's orange. I could definitely wear them with black. I'm gonna reevaluate, but I do like the Nike Air Max 95s. So these are the Nike Air Max 97 in the Golden Gals colorway. So if you recall, I have a pair of Nike Dunks in the Golden Gals colorway. I sometimes want to call them Golden Girls, but that's Blanche and Sophia and crew, right? These are Golden Gals. So I like gold, and I felt like this is something where if I went to like a sneaker ball and I wore like a gold gown, I could wear it. I feel like I could wear these with black. They're actually really comfortable. I may have worn these once outside. I've been saving these for a special occasion, but I probably shouldn't. I probably should just wear with like black and call it a day. Like I said, it's a beautiful, beautiful, really streamlined shoe. So the big difference to me between the 97s and like also 98s and the other Air Max is this air bubble is like all the way. Like if you see the 90s and the Air Max 1s, they don't have the full Air Max bubble. I feel like it's supposed to make it a little bit more comfortable. But I love this shoe. I have another pair that I'm lusting for. They're red and black leopard print. I know. So if anybody needs to go to leopard print rehab, it's me, right? I don't know if I'm a baby cougar. I don't know what it is, but I love animal prints. And so the only other one of these that I would get would be that one. Like I've been trying to bid on it on StockX. Can I get it? But I need to wear these more because it is a gorgeous shoe. So next up are my Nike Air Max 98s. These are the Chinese New Year from 2019. Now, I remember when these came out and I really, really wanted them. I think they only came out in Asia, and I remember I saw them online. A friend sent them to me. I looked for them, couldn't find them anywhere for like a year and a half. And then one day I was like on GOAT or StockX, and they showed up in my size and the price was reasonable. So I bought them on resale. They're super, super cute. I've worn them probably like twice. I think the reason I like them was this brown color. It's a good neutral. It is not leopard print, but it definitely has like a snake print on it. I guess I like to wear dead animals. It is what it is. So we have come to the Nike Air Jordan portion of this show. So I love Nike Air Jordan 1s, 3s, 4s, and 11. Those are my favorite. Let's go in numerical order though. Now I would say I've bought and sold a bunch of Nike Air Jordan 1s. I currently only have 2 in my collection and they're both red. They're both some spin of the Chicago colorway. So my first pair are a women's exclusive. These are the satin snakes. They are very reminiscent of the Chicago colorway, except the Chicago colorway has like black right here. They're called satin snakes because they have satin here, a faux snake skin here. It's a gorgeous shoe. I wore this week. I went to an ugly sweater bar crawl where I had like a black sweater with like, you know, Christmas colors, and this was perfect on it. I really like the shoe. I got this from StockX. I could not get this retail. The next shoe that I got are these homage to homes. Now, most people are gonna look at these and think they're like either the Breads or the Chicagos. They are the homage to homes. The thing I like about them is like this dual face, 2 faces. I love that about them. I'm obsessed with the Chicago colorway. It is too expensive. Nike recently released Nike Air 1 Chicago and the Lost and Found, which is like, you know, kind of an aged version of it. These are what I would consider the traditional. I want the traditional Nike Air Jordan 1 Chicago's, but in my size, they're like $2,500. These are the Breads. I also like the Breads. Bread is just black red colorway, but I love this shoe. I've seen only a handful of people wearing these. I see a lot of people wearing the Chicagos. It is what it is. These, I live in Chicago. Yes, I love these. I've purchased a ton of Air Jordan 1s, and I would say most of them that I've sold, I didn't really care about. There's only one that I sold that I was like, I should have never sold. So I bought a pair of University Blue Air Jordan 1s, and I got them retail from Nike. They were gorgeous. If you see my wardrobe or see my shoe collection, it's a lot of reds, and I just thought I was never going to wear a baby blue shoe. I've now come to the conclusion I should have just kept it, because when it comes to Jordans, there's certain colorways. Any type of Jordan that's a Chicago colorway or a University of North Carolina, or even what's called an OG colorway, I should keep it. These are the lessons I've had to learn. I've only been collecting sneakers for maybe 3 years at the most. So I'm a newbie. I've made a lot of mistakes. I now know my colorways. There's a couple more on my hit list. Of course, I want the Air Jordan 1 Chicagos. I probably will not pay $2,500 for the regular ones. I will probably get the Lost and Founds. Those are my Air Jordan 1s. So I must confess, I'm not an Air Jordan 2 fan. Really, I'm like Mariah, like, I don't know her. But I will say 2022 has really been the year of the Air Jordan 2s. I've seen so many nice Air Jordan 2 colorways that I've just kind of been like, all right, I'm gonna have to reevaluate my stance. And so this year I actually purchased a pair. So I bought a high and a low pair. The first one were these low pairs. These are from the Nina Chanel collaboration. She's a Black woman artist. She's from Chicago. I'm always rooting for everybody Black. So she had this dope collaboration. These are the lows. At first, I wasn't really enthused about this green colorway. I don't wear green. I had to realize everything doesn't have to be matchy-matchy. You can wear red and green together. So I have a lot of red clothes, and sometimes when I have a bunch of red stuff on, I don't want to wear like red sneakers also. So I think these green give me a nice counterbalance to that. I also like the low. It has that faux snake skin. Super cute. I've definitely worn these outside the house. I've taken this off. So these are the highs in the same Nina Chanel collaboration. Gorgeous shoe. I will say I initially wanted the lows in this red color, but they didn't come out like this. I've not worn the red highs. I will say I feel like I like the green lows better, but it's a dope shoe. I love her collaboration. The sports bra was part of that collaboration. It was just a dope collaboration. But Air Jordan 2s, I'm not saying that they're top 3, but I'm definitely a convert. So my favorite Air Jordan of all time is the Air Jordan 3. I remember my brother and his friends growing up having them. I have 3 pairs of Nike Air Jordan 3s. The first Nike sneaker that wasn't for running that I purchased for myself were these Air Jordan 3 Animal Instinct. It's a leopard print, zebra print, animal print shoe. I know. You know, Cassie's always like, when are we going to rehab? Never. I'm not going to animal print rehab. I'm going to wear animal print like other people wear black. Period. I wear these shoes like they are a black shoe. They're a black shoe with a little bit of extra. These shoes go with so many things. So I feel like there's a lot of things that my sneakers have in common. Of course, animal print. Of course, a lot of red. I also like pony hair for some reason. The Nike Air Max 1s that I had, the Atmos Animal Pack pony hair, pony hair, pony hair. These, the black portion, actually the majority of the shoe is pony hair. I don't know what it is. I love a shoe that smells like I got an animal underfoot. I don't know what it is. I think I like the texture of the shoe. So anyways, this is my first sneaker. Gorgeous, I love it. It's still in good condition. I really try to keep my sneakers up. Every time I wear them, I clean them off just because I don't want them looking dusty. So I recently sold a pair of sneakers on Poshmark and I'd worn them probably like 5 times, but they were still so clean that I was able to get almost retail price for them. And that's the way I'm gonna be with these sneakers. Most of these sneakers I do love, but there are a few that I'm like, I could clean them off and sell them if I don't want to. And the thing about sneakers is some of these sneakers are going to appreciate. So whoever inherits my sneakers, if it's my nephew's girlfriend, wife, whatever, a friend's daughter, my sneakers are gonna be in good condition. I still have the boxes. They're gonna be able to resell them. So the next Air Jordan 3 that I bought is this rust pink women's exclusive. So I think the reason I like this one is I like the Air Jordan 6 Aleli Mays. I love them, but I don't want to pay the $700, $800, $900 people want for them. And so when I saw this colorway, I was like, oh yeah, this is perfect. I still am probably someday gonna get those Air Jordan 6 Aleli Mays, but until then, I got these. These are gorgeous. I have a couple of sweatsuits that these go really well with. I've definitely worn these in a video. I've also worn this with a Nike sweatsuit, my kiwi green Bottega Veneta bag. I think it's a really versatile color. It is definitely a girly shoe, and that's okay. I'm a girly girl. I do have a big sneaker collection, but when it comes to it, I'm a girl. I am a girl. So I like these. What can I say? So the most recent Air Jordan 3s that I have are these black and gold pair. Air Jordan 3s are known for what's called this elephant print. My pink pair also has them. They're known for that, and so I wanted a pair of Air Jordan 3s with this elephant print that were more of a traditional color. They have a black cement pair, which is like the OG color that Michael Jordan wear. They're about $400, and I was like, I was thinking about buying them, and then Nike came out with this women's exclusive, and I was like, bet. The thing I like about these is they do have that colorway. It's not the exact one, and I've had 1 or 2 people tell me like, that's not the retro OG. I know. But the reason I like these is I can see myself wearing this with like a black Chanel caviar bag with gold hardware. Yes. Being all cute, wearing a nice little sweatsuit. I like them. So I like the OG colorways, but sometimes I feel like with some of these OG retro shoes, I feel like I'm not gonna wear them as much because I'm gonna be like, well, I have to preserve them. With these, I'm like, they're on StockX for below retail, so I can get another pair. I'm happy with this. When my budget allows, I will definitely get the black cement ones. But until then, these black and gold cement, I'm good. So these are Air Jordan 5s. These are the DJ Khaled collaboration. They just came out. It's definitely giving me Miami in the summer, Miami Vice. I love this color. I feel like I could definitely wear this with like white outfits. This blue inside, I could wear with denim. I would say I love the Nike Air Jordan 4s. I do not own a pair currently. I had one pair. I sold the University red and white pair. I shouldn't have sold those. If you ask me if I prefer the 4s or the 5s, I prefer the 4s, but I have a 5. Let me just tell you, I never thought I would own a pair of 5s because of the fact that I love the 4s so much. I don't see myself buying another 5. It's gonna take a lot. The 5s could become like the 2s for me, where I'm like, oh, I see them in a whole different light. But for now, I'm like, whenever I see the 5s, I'm like, when are the 4s coming? That's how I really feel. But I like these. I love this colorway. I think I'm gonna get some wear out of this come summertime. Yes. I feel like this I'm gonna wear with so many denim pieces, but I'm not getting more 5s anytime soon. So these are a pair of Nike Air Jordan 7. Now I will say these were an impulse buy. I was at the Nike outlet in Chicago near my house, and I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this pink. I love the red. I love this, right? Of course it had pony hair, so I think that's what sucked me in. And I have a faux fur jacket with the same color pink. I also have the same I have a red one also. So I was like, oh, I know I can wear it. I haven't worn these as much as I should. I probably will break these out this year because a girl gotta do what a girl gotta do. So I've now learned the 7s are my favorite. I love a 6. These are the things you have to learn when you're building a collection, right? You learn which silhouettes are your favorite. I probably will not buy another pair of 7s, but these are a nice little addition to my collection. As I mentioned before, the Air Jordan 3s are a sneaker that I remember loving as a child. And another pair of sneakers that I remember loving in my childhood was the Nike Air Jordan 11. When I think of 11s though, I think of Concords, and Concords are basically a shoe similar to this, but instead of red patent leather, it's black. So after the Air Jordan 3s, the Air Jordan 11 Concords were like the epitome of what an Air Jordan shoe was. So if you showed me an Air Jordan 1 when I was in high school, I probably wouldn't have been so enthused. But if you showed me an 11 Concord, I'd been like, those are the shoes I want. The first pair of Air Jordan 11s that I got were these. These are also an Animal Instinct, and yes, I know. But y'all know I'm not going to rehab, so just deal with it. These are women's exclusive. I got these at Nordstrom. I think I missed out on these on the Nike sneakers app, and I got these at Nordstrom. And they were sold out everywhere, but these had like a broken box. Sneakerheads love their boxes. Like, I have all my boxes. I think there's like 1 or 2 shoes that I have that don't have boxes, and I'm just like, ugh. But for the most part, I have my box, and I keep them in my closet. I have them organized. It's almost like luxury handbags. If you buy a Birkin or a Chanel bag and you want to resell it later on, having what they call the full set, which is like the papers, the receipt, the box, everything makes it just have a higher resale value. And the same thing with sneakers. So for me, the box on these was just demolished, and I was like, all right, these I know I'm never gonna be able to resell unless somebody wants to buy them off my feet. But that's fine, because these I didn't think that they were going to appreciate and skyrocket in value anyway. So I was like, oh, that's fine. I ended up buying them. I've been really happy with these. I wore these last weekend, and there was a woman in Target who was like, I have those the same exact shoes. I like it. I wear it like a black shoe. Animal print is a neutral. You can take a shot every time I say that in this video, but that's the case. So I mentioned that I was in love with the shoe that looked very similar to this called the Concord, which is, like I said, the black patent leather. These are the cherry red 11s. These got delivered to me like 2 days ago. I'm super enthused because, number one, I love the Concord. But if you've been paying attention, you know I love red. And you know, it's funny because I never liked red growing up. If you would tell 18-year-old Kathy that I would have a bunch of red clothes and red shoes, she'd been like, you a lie. But I like these. I love this color. I feel like I could wear these with a lot of things. This is a Christmas shoe. I might wear these on Christmas Day. I'm going to a friend's house for chicken and waffles. I'm gonna figure out an outfit to wear for this. These deserve to come out for Christmas. These came out last year for Christmas, and I wore these to Christmas for chicken and waffles, so it's my new tradition. I want the Concords, of course, and I think these two can coexist in my collection. I used to have another pair. They were the Jubilee 25th Anniversary Edition. You know, when I got those, I initially thought they were the Concords. You know, when you see shoes, you see a picture of them, and I was like, oh, I think those are the Concords I want. I ended up winning 2 pairs. So I got 2 pairs. I sold one, and I was like, what is wrong with this sneaker? It doesn't look like what I remember. And then I remembered, oh, you really want the Concord. So I ended up selling the Jubilees. I'm going to get the Concords. The Jubilees are a gorgeous shoe. The Jubilees are basically similar to this, except they're black, and they're black up here. It's a beautiful shoe, but I like this color and then the white on top. It brings me back to youthful Kathy, right? If you follow me on Instagram, you will see me wearing a Christmas outfit with these sneakers. So I have 1 pair of Converse. These are the Kim Jones Converse collaboration. So I'm a Kim Jones fan. Kim Jones, creative director for Dior Men's. I have another pair of shoes that are a collaboration that he did with the Nike Air Max 95s. I got these because, number one, I needed a pair of Converse, but I didn't want the Run Stars, and I didn't want just the traditional ones. I liked these. I think another reason I bought these is because they reminded me of the Dior sneakers that have like the oblique print that everybody buys. I have worn these once. It's a beautiful, beautiful shoe. I envision myself wearing them more, but I have not. Let me just tell you, so I wore them once. I wore them with my favorite faux leather pants, like a pair of like chocolate faux leather pants from Abercrombie. Super cute, with like a sweatshirt that was this color. It was cute, but like this little part of my ankle, note to self, when I wear these again, cannot wear low socks, because these require like a sock that's high. This cut up into the back of my ankles. I still have scabs in the back of my ankles. So I love the Air Jordan 4. And I love the Air Jordan 4 Off-Whites. I've done a couple of videos where I talk about my love for them. And so I think when I bought these, I was still in mourning that I did not have them, and I needed a neutral shoe. So I bought these. So now we come to the Adidas section of this video. My sneaker collection is primarily Nike. It is what it is. But I do have some Adidas. I do have some Yeezys. If you have a problem with Yeezy, yay, whoever, I do too, but I do own the shoes, and we're gonna talk about it, right? But first, let's talk about my Ivy Parks. So I have these Ivy Parks. These were from the second Ivy Park launch. So the first Ivy Park launch, you couldn't get anything. The second one, I lucked up somehow and was able to get like exclusive access and was able to buy so many things from this collaboration. I wore these shoes out. The reason I like these shoes because I love this fluorescent green. In addition to red, me and this fluorescent green, we go together real bad. I'm just gonna tell you. In my Adidas collection, So next up are these Adidas Yeezy slides. I know Adidas is gonna take the Yeezy off of them, but for now, mine say Adidas Yeezy, so that's what we're gonna call them. These are the Yeezy slides in green glow. I also have a black pair. I just took the black pair off my feet. I wear these around the house. So I see a lot of people wearing Yeezy slides outside the house, and like I go to the store near my house called Akira. It's like fast fashion. Every time I go to Akira, somebody got the Yeezy slides with a pair of socks on. Or actually the knockoff Yeezy slides, but whatever. So I like wearing these around the house. I might wear them to take the trash out. I have never worn these outside the house. I could wear these to the airport, get on a plane, on and off, stuff like that. I'm not gonna be wearing these outside the house. These are some very expensive house shoes. I'm planning to get some UGG Ultra Minis that I can wear around the house, because right now I'm wearing these with like socks. I think the Ultra Minis would be a nice change of pace, but I guess I like an expensive house shoe. They are super comfortable to me, but they are ugly. Like these shoes are never gonna win a beauty pageant, in my opinion. Time to put my shoe back on. So next up are the Yeezy Boost 700 Wave Runners. I've been obsessed with these shoes since they came out in 2018. I ended up finally winning an Adidas raffle. Like I've never won a Yeezy raffle. Yeezy supply raffles, never. But I won these via Adidas. They were pretty expensive. The most expensive Air Jordan is $225. These shoes were $300. What's the reason? So I do like the shoes. So this is the OG colorway. I felt like, although there are other colorways that I really liked, I saw a red, a blue, dope colorways. I felt like these, every time I saw people wearing these, I felt like they were the most versatile in terms of color. Like people could wear them with anything color-wise. I love that they had this little pop of fluorescent green. These shoes were like the original dad sneakers that came out. They're super comfortable. My dad was still alive. He would, I'd probably have to give him a pair of these because he would love to wear these and walk around wearing these with socks to his knees. They look pretty clean, but I have worn these out of the house. It's a dope shoe. I don't foresee myself buying another colorway. I don't need another colorway. And with all that Yeezy madness, I don't foresee myself buying a bunch of other Yeezys. That's just me. Don't hold me to it, but right now I'm just like, no, I'm done. These were the last Yeezys that I purchased, and after this I was like, I think I'm done. Yeah. So I have 3 pair of Yeezy Boost 350 V2s, not V1s, V2s. I used to have 4. There was a carbon pair. This is the Yashel colorway. The names are hella annoying, just like their namesake. But anyways, so the reason I like this shoe is definitely the colorway. In terms of these Yeezys, I was really gravitating toward things that had like that fluorescent green colorway. This is definitely a fall shoe for me. Now, one thing about the Yeezy Boost 350s, they are super, super comfortable. I know a couple people who only wear these and say that they're the most comfortable shoe. I like a shoe that's a little bit more structured, but I do agree that they are very, very comfortable. They're almost pillowy comfortable, but there's something about the lack of structure that sometimes unnerves my feet. So that's all I'll say. These I wear in the fall, winter. Occasionally I will wear them in the summer if I'm wearing like a dark color, but Next up are the Yazriels. So I bought these during 2020 and 2021, and I was definitely going through a fluorescent green phase at that time. I'm not going to rehab. The reason I bought these is I saw people wearing these with everything. These are a pop of color. People were wearing them very much like a neutral, and I bought these and I was like, oh yeah, these shoes are very, very versatile. Like I said, comfortable. Let me talk about the elephant in the room. These shoes are ugly. The 700 Wave Runners are ugly. Let's just be truthful. These shoes are comfort. In my opinion, Nikes are a little bit more attractive. They're ugly, but you know, and we've all dated the dude that's kind of ugly, but he has swag and he's just smart. And there's just so many things just lessen the ugliness of him. That's what these shoes are about. These are Yeezy Boost 350 Zebras. I have been obsessed with these shoes since they came out. I think probably in 2019. I got them last year. A girl had not worn them. It's really, really sad. I have a couple of videos where I'm talking about how much I want these shoes, and they have red. I just don't know why I've not worn them, but it's a dope shoe. I think in 2023, I will definitely take these out in the spring. I think the reason I haven't worn these is I feel like they're gonna get dirty, and if they get dirty, all hell will be to pay. But also, your boy Ye, right now with the whole Yeezy drama, Ye, whatever you wanna call him, I don't know what the future holds for me wearing Yeezy. It's like, I don't need to wear them. I got plenty of Nikes, I got plenty of boots. I will reevaluate. I'm not one of those people, I'm not cutting up my sneakers. If I get to a point where I don't want to wear these shoes, I will pretty much sell them. I'm not gonna tear up clothes. Like, I could donate these to a shelter or somebody could wear them, right? But right now, I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with them. But I did want to include them, but I also wanted to let people know I'm not wearing them. All right, so that was my sneaker collection. I have like 3 more sneakers that are like just randoms. It's getting dark. I think this is a good place to stop. But let me know which sneakers are your favorite. Most of these shoes, you're gonna have to get resale, but I will put a link so you can at least know the name. And if you wanna look for them or on Poshmark or on GOAT or someplace else, you can. So in this video, I talked about a lot of my favorite sneakers. One of my favorite sneakers that I talked about was the Nike Air Max. So if you'd like to see my old Nike Air Max collection and hear about what Nike Air Maxes I'd like to buy, I'm gonna link that video here. All right, see you next time. Bye.